Hi guys, I'm here to bring you your This Week at Axis video for the week of September 29th to October 3rd. I'm not really quite sure how I'm saying October already, but I feel like I say that every month. But let's get right into it. So we are going to be starting a new cycle. Some of you may be familiar with this. Some of you may have never done this before. It's been a few years, but I did hear someone guess it correctly on Saturday. It is going to be the 20 rep back squat cycle. So what this cycle entails is a total of 8 sessions done on Monday and Friday. You are going to do one set of 20 back squats. For session 1, so on Monday, you are going to do 55% of your 1 rep max. If you do not have a 1 rep max yet, don't worry. Pick a weight that is on the lighter side. 55% of your 1 rep max is relatively light, so find something that you can start with good, proper form and work your way up for, because each session after session 1 on Monday, you're going to add 5 pounds. So on Friday, you are going to squat 5 pounds heavier than you did on Monday, and we're going to do this for 8 sessions, so 4 weeks. If you have any questions, you can reach out or talk to your coach, and hopefully they'll answer them, but hopefully they also answer them in class. But getting right into it, on Monday, like I said, we'll do our back squat, 1 set of 20. Oh, one thing I forgot to say. For this, it is 1 set. So it is supposed to be a little test of mental toughness as well as some muscular endurance. That means it is going to burn, especially maybe a couple weeks from now. I know back when I did it, Jason used to say you should feel nauseous at the end. You should feel like you just worked really hard. So you are not re-racking it in the middle just because you're tired and your legs are tired. You're going to push through and do all 20 at once because it is 1 set. We cannot rack the weight, take a break, and then continue on in the middle. But anyway, getting that all out of the way. Monday, we're going to do our first session of our 20 rep back squat cycle. Then we have an AMRAP 15, and the way this AMRAP is going to work, we're going to start with 1 rep of all of the movements and then add 1 rep every round. So it'll be pistol squats, muscle ups, and handstand push-ups. So round 1, you'll do 1 pistol squat on each leg, 1 muscle up, 1 handstand push-up. Round 2, you'll do 2 pistol squats on each leg, 2 muscle ups, 2 handstand push-ups, so on and so forth. So my suggestion with this is to pace yourself from the start. Don't go out super fast just because, like, yeah, 1 rep, no big deal. Okay, you have to add every round. Scaling for this one, you can do single leg squats to a bench, lunges, air squats. If there's another pistol squat scaling option, odds are your coach is going to say, yeah, go ahead and do it. There's a lot, so I just list a few of them. For the muscle ups, we could do chest to bar pull-ups, kipping pull-ups, jumping negative pull-ups, or ring rows. And for the handstand push-ups, we can scale to dumbbell strict press. Then on Tuesday, we're going to spend a decent amount of time in the warm-up going over power cleans, really breaking that down, getting you some one-on-one time with your coach to kind of fix maybe some technical errors that may be happening in the power clean, because we're going to be using them in our workout. This is going to be a partner chipper, and it's going to be 15, 12, 9, 6, 3 reps each for time of power cleans and over the bar burpees, where partner 1 will do 15 power cleans and 15 over the bar burpees, then partner 2 will do 15 power cleans and 15 over the bar burpees, and keep going until you get down to 3. You can scale the weight of the barbell as needed on this, or you can use dumbbells if you maybe struggle a little bit with the mobility that's required for the barbell. And you can scale the over the bar burpees to regular burpees. If you are using dumbbells and you want to try over the dumbbell burpees, you could do that as well. But that's Tuesday. Moving on to Wednesday. So I didn't say this earlier, but we are going to be taking a break from our bench press and our deadlift during this 20 rep back squat cycle. So we aren't going to have a strict deadlift strength session each Friday dedicated to our deadlifts. Instead, we're going to see our hinging movements on Tuesdays and Fridays like we usually do. You might see deadlifts in the workout, but we're not going to have anything that's, deadlift 5x5. And instead of bench press for the next 4 weeks, we are going to do push press. So this week is going to be 3 sets of 12 reps. And I want to remind you that since we are above 5 reps, this is hypertrophy training, muscle building training. So this should burn a little bit. The last 1 to 2, maybe 3 reps should be a challenge, especially on that last set. You should be fighting for those final reps. So you can build each round, or maybe you find a weight that you want to stick with. So that'll be a fun little change here. And then we're going to have an EMOM 15, where minute 1 will be 5 ring dips, minute 2 will be 10 dumbbell bent over rows, and minute 3 will be 20 sit-ups. You can scale the ring dips to 10 bench dips or 10 overhead tricep extensions. You can scale the weight of the bent over rows, and you can scale the number of reps as needed if you're finding you're not getting enough rest time. Remember, for EMOMs, it should roughly be 30 seconds of work, 30 seconds of rest, but it's not always going to be that. Maybe sometimes it'll be more like 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest. But if you feel like you're not getting enough rest time, scale back a couple of reps if you need to. Then on Thursday, we're going to do a workout that I'm calling grunt work. And this will be an AMRAP, so you're going to complete as many rounds and reps as possible in 22 minutes of 12 box step overs, 12 dumbbell push-ups, and a 400-meter run. So the step overs will be 6 on one leg, 6 on the other. So you do a total of 12, and your coach will show you how to do those. We've done these in the past. It's been a while, so these are a little bit different from step-ups, where you're just coming up and then down. This time you're going to come up and over and then down. But it's called grunt work because you're just moving for 22 minutes. And then on Friday, you're going to back squat 20 reps, 5 pounds heavier than you did on Monday. And then you're going to do 5 rounds for time of 10 American kettlebell swings, 10 burpees, and 30 double unders. Scaling options for that, you can scale the weight of the kettlebell as needed. You can do 90 singles, or maybe if you're still working on your jump ropes, you could do 60 singles. It should be roughly 30 seconds to 45 seconds of jump roping. And then again, you can scale the number of reps as needed. That is all for the week. I will give you guys a little insight into Saturday, because I know sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Saturday is going to be circuits. However, if you want to know what the stations are going to be, you're going to have to come to class. Going to keep it a little secret this week. But that is all I have for you guys. If you have any questions, especially with kind of the newer stuff that we're implementing this week, just reach out. You can reach out to accessstrengthtraining@gmail.com. And I hope you guys have a great week of training.